first here, mate. Hey, mate.
Oh, well, yeah, we're on. How are you?
I like to press record so it takes you unawares. I'm fucking better than you by the sounds of it, mate. A bit worried about you with your chest infection at your age, you know, you're getting on a bit.
Hey, fuck off you. No, you know what? I went to bed last night about 7:30 because I was fucked. I took me some footy training. We got back about 7:30. I just went straight to bed because it was cold last night. I shouldn't have gone out, but I did. I just come in and just thought, fuck it, I'm just going to go to bed. And then I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning and I was coughing for about an hour. It was horrible. So I did the old at 8 o'clock. Well, 2 minutes to 8, you start fucking trying to get through to the doctors.
Yeah.
I got through at about 8:10. Can you get here at 8:30? So I fucking legged it down there. So yeah, I got a chest infection. I think my blood pressure was a bit high. Excuse me coughing, by the way. And yeah, my blood pressure's a bit high, so they're going to have to stick me on one of those fucking machines.
Yeah, I am.
Blood pressure machines for a week. Hey, but it was funny because I was saying to the doctor about, like, I feel a bit sick, you know, I just want to get a checkup, you know, the new drugs I'm on for me diabetes. And I said I felt a bit sick and all that, you know, since I've been taking it. It was just the odd day. At first it was a bit. And he goes, he looks at the fucking, he pulls up what the side effects are on these new drugs I'm on. He says, you know that you can get infections.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, they did actually tell me that. Yeah, but it's fucking thrush or fucking water infections. It's thrush and water because it takes the fucking sugar out your water, out your system straight away, and you piss it off. You see, I haven't got thrush or a water infection as long as I know. I haven't got whistle or fanny. I haven't got whistle or fanny.
When I this is gross. This is what I'm going to say now. So I've had thrush a few times with diabetes, and it's normally like it's not like bad. But when I first got diagnosed with diabetes, about 3 months before that, I had a really fucking bad bout of it. It was proper bad, and I had to go and get my knob out for nurse and everything. Because it's just a yeast infection, isn't it? It's like when you sweat, really, that it takes hold.
Athlete's foot of the knob.
Hey?
Athlete's foot of the knob.
That's basically what it is, isn't it? Yeah. And I had to get my old lad out in front of this nurse. She enjoyed it more than I did, I think. I'll be honest with you, though, mate, because it swelled up quite a bit. I was like, looking good.
I've had that. I've had that. That's another hospital story I'll have to tell you about.
But come back to that. But the nurse who, like, tested me or whatever, apparently thrush is like one of the first indicators that you've got type 2 diabetes.
Oh, right, okay.
Because it carries the infection in and it comes out in your sweat and like the high sugar level causes it. So it's and my diabetic nurse was crazy because I was 40 at the time, or just before I was 40, and she just literally gave me the tablets and the cream, and it cleared up. To be fair to her, it cleared up. But she was like, you should have been referred for diabetes. At your age, you should have been referred in to be treated for diabetes. But yeah, it's irritating, thrushes, I'm afraid. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm clear now, but you know, I've had it in the past. It's inherently linked to diabetes. So the diabetes medication that you're on can cause that?
Yeah. Because it basically it strips it strips the sugar out your system, so straight away. So I know the metformin does that, but I think it's a slower process. But these new ones that they put me on, it just apparently just works on your sugar, yeah. So you piss a lot more, which to be honest with you, I'm not fine, but because I drink gallons of water anyway. And they say to me, you need to drink more water because, you know, because you need to piss it out.
They always say that, don't they? It's like, first of all, do you drink alcohol? Then do you smoke? Do you eat fatty food? Do you drink plenty of water? Does tea and coffee count?
Well, it's a liquid, isn't it? But I drink about 4 or 5 pints of water a day anyway.
Nice to see your fucking brother behind you.
Oh yeah, King Kong.
Hey, you're taller than the original King.
With his bashing hand. Yeah. So, you know what? You always go on as well. The doctor said to me, "Oh, you need to get some exercise." Then I do fucking 50 press-ups a day. I fucking coach kids rugby. I'm out fucking on the fields every weekend and during the week. Football training and fucking rugby training. He said, "So you're active?" I said, "Yeah." Cheeky
That's not
twat.
bad for someone mid-50s, is it, that? Come on.
No.
Do you play football? Do you go and kick about with lads, or do you just stand on the sideline with a coffee?
Well, it depends.
You can't fucking call it exercise time. I'm taking kids to football. That's my exercise for a week.
No,
You know,
sometimes I'll have a kick around.
sandwich, cup of tea.
I will, you know, if they're warming up or something, if there's a game on, I'll have a kick around to keep them warmed up and all that, the subs and that. But no, I mean, in the rugby, you know, I'm active when in the training. So, you know, Tuesday night's like my workout on the rugby training night on a Tuesday night. You know, it's my weekly workout. And I do 50 press-ups every morning. I haven't the last couple of mornings because I felt lousy. But, you know, most mornings I'm doing 50 press-ups and like my calisthenics, whatever, however you pronounce it. I'm having a terrible time pronouncing things at the moment. I think I've got early onset dementia. But anyway.
I don't think I could do 50 push-ups. You do that in one? You just do
No. So I do a load of stretching.
5 or 6, I think.
Do a load of stretching. And then...
yoga, mate.
bit of yoga. Ticky and Ian. Yes, so...
Leader with my missus.
Yeah. So, yeah, I do a bit of stretching. And I'll do like 25 press-ups. And then I'll do some crunches. And some leg raises and stuff like that, and then I'll finish off with another 25 press-ups.
Maybe you should do a fitness video.
Fuck yeah. In me fucking ball stranglers, in me
It'd be
speedos.
interesting for them, wouldn't it? You could go to doctors and they go, "Are you active?" And you could just throw them a DVD and go, "Fucking watch this."
Yeah, make sure you take your sock with you, you dirty bastard.
That whole getting an appointment for doctors, though. Fair play for getting one this morning. Like I was saying it on another pod, the advice I got was get up at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning and get yourself to the surgery to book an appointment. Queue up with all the other fucking people who are desperate for an appointment. I've never been that.
I was there at 8 o'clock the other morning getting me fucking spot checked out, wasn't I? That they're going to take to the skin doctor. You know...
Yeah.
What?
Could literally be on 4 or 5 different wards of the fucking hospital, you.
I know, yeah. I'm fucking falling apart at the moment. We're getting it all back together now. But you know what? He fucking said to me, the doctor as well, because he's going, "Oh, you were here in the week. You've got a, what did he say? You've got a cancerous mole, haven't you?" I said, "Have I?"
Fucking hell. Have they biopsied it?
No, not yet. I said I thought it was just a fucking bite and a scab that I was just going to get checked out. He said, "Oh, apparently it's got cancerous characteristics." So, well, he never fucking told me that. So, it's all right, Chris. It's probably not. It's not probably not fucking cancerous, mate. Me and you both got good-looking characteristics, but we're not fucking good-looking.
Hold on 1 minute, Charlie. Just. I will be holding interviews for a new pod partner. If anyone fancies it, Joe, are you there? No, you'll be fine, mate. You'll be fine.
You know what? I've had it that long, so if it was anything untoward, it's fucking spread by now, surely.
Killed you by now, mate, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure it would have. Yeah. But anyway, and that's a fresh mozzie bite, that is.
Got a load. It seems to be in the same place then, because that's like literally where the old one was, isn't it?
No, the old one was like up there, I think. Or was it up there?
It's kind of made it symmetrical. He's got one there. Let's get him there, quick! Dive bomb!
Yeah. They're all.
Follower of fashion, you aren't you, with your fucking Ralph Lauren top on?
Oh, yeah, I like a bit of Ralph.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of Ralph.
Are you a dedicated follower of fashion? I can't remember. You're always well presented.
I'm well presented, yeah. I'm well presented. I will put on my Ralph Lauren. What told you? I'm fucking getting senile dementia, mate. I'm going to get me. I'll put on me baseball cap, me Ralph Lauren baseball cap one day for you.
Yeah, yeah. So I've never been. I think I've got some Boss T-shirts which were cheap, and I do like a pair of Levi's, but that I mean, I think you can tell I'm getting old because pretty much most of my going out attire you can probably get from Go Outdoors. Do you know what I mean? It's like I wear.
Yeah. We were in Florida in 2024, was it? We never went away last year. 2024, we were in Florida. And while we were in Florida, we booked a holiday to Turkey.
Okay.
As you do. In the summer. We went to Florida at Easter. And I found a Ralph Lauren outlet. And I just bought a load of T-shirts. They were fucking dirt cheap. I bought a load of T-shirts and polo shirts, and I just packed them.
Are they real then?
What?
Are they real ones or are they fake?
Yeah. And they had a massive sale, and it was great. They were only about 15 quid each, and they're like 40 quid each. Yeah. So I spent like 100 quid on Ralph Lauren stuff, and I just sort of like threw it. It was all. I just kept it in the package, threw it in, and then I just kept it at home, and then I just fucking packed it when I went off to Turkey. So I never wore it, for like a couple of months, and then.
All my mates, when we were younger, were banging to the fashion and shit, and I never was. I've always been pretty much blue jeans, black T-shirt kind of guy. I just very simple, very not fashionable at all. I mean, the North Face stuff ain't cheap, and I have a lot of that. I do like a North jacket and the hoodies and stuff. They're not cheap, and I like my trainers. I like my Sambas and that. I like my Adidas trainers. So. I spend a bit on that, but not like... I can remember my mate Stu, who's actually... he's not my mate anymore because he got done for fucking grooming. He was a fucking nonce. If you're out there, I'm sure he won't be listening, but you're a cunt. If you ever fancy meeting up, let's do it. Dirty bastard. 13-year-old girl. It was at the time that my niece was 13 as well and lived really close to him, so it was, pretty bad. Do you know what, though? He got done... for noncing. So he was sending this girl pictures of his cock and wanking himself off in the bath and trying to convince her to send pictures of herself, asking her to wear no knickers going to school and stuff, apparently. He got 12 months prison suspended for 2 years and 10 years on the nonce list. So he'll be off I reckon that was 2016, so he'll be off the fucking list now. Fucking disgusting. Anyway, he was a fashionista. He just did a long way around, and he used to look fucking ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? One of those ones. It was all high fashion, but he'd wear I'd be in my blue 501s, and he'd have a pair of fucking red or purple fucking Levi's. And then he'd have, I tottered up one night, and I reckon he was wearing 500 quid's worth of gear when we went out, and we're only 18. Yeah. He was wearing 500 quid's worth of kit to go out on a night out. And I just thought, I'm going out to get absolutely fucking leathered, right? If I fell over and ripped a 300 quid fucking jacket, I'd be well pissed off. I mean, I used to wear, Ben Sherman, that was about the height of my... fashion there. And I'd wear a Ben Sherman shirt and some Levi's back in the day. That was the height of me. But yeah, I've never been really a dedicated follower of fashion. Of course, Joe was the fashionable one, wasn't he, on the pod in the first place with his dippy leather jackets and stuff.
Yeah, colourful.
Yeah. What's the most expensive piece of clothing you ever bought?
God, I don't know. I bought shitloads of stuff, mate. I don't know. I bought some suits. I spent a fair bit on suits.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know really.
Because my mate was mad into Stone Island, and his jackets were 800 quid.
Yeah. Everybody thinks they're dead hard, don't they? They're all fucking...
I've got a Stone Island polo shirt, mate, which I got bought. And I used to wear it when we went away, But,
away? Football away?
Yeah, but everyone wears them. Everyone wears them, don't they? It's like you've got kids with Stone Island on now. It's like used to be Burberry and that, didn't it? Back in the day, if you were wearing a Burberry scarf, you were a fucking nutter. You are you can't. Yeah, I've never been a hooligan, mate. Never been a hooligan. I used to like shouting at the away fans. We used to have some banter with the away fans, but that's as far as I ever went, mate. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's the most expensive piece of clothing I've heard of one of my mates buying was like Greg. He used to buy all the. Well, he used to get hand-me-downs from his brother. And I remember him saying one of the jackets that he was wearing was 800 quid's worth of jacket. That's a lot for a jacket, isn't it? You're going out, it's just to keep the fucking rain off you, man.
Yeah. No, I think like being in Liverpool, everybody's like quite fashionable in a sense. You know what I mean? I've always liked nice clothes. You know?
You always look really well presented, mate. Suit-wise, I think probably I've spent 300, maybe 400 quid on a suit. That's probably the most I've ever gone to.
Yeah.
He used to be £1,000 a suit, didn't he? And that was fucking how many years ago? 20 years ago? He was always... I remember like a few issues he had when he went in customers' houses with the dogs and stuff. Because they'd go and rub against his fucking Armani fucking suit trousers.
Yeah. What I was going to say, yesterday I was thinking, well, I was going to bring it up yesterday, but we ran out of time. But like you were talking about like your granddad and that, and some of the stuff, some of the tales that he'd tell you about being down the mines, and didn't he was in two landslides or something in the mines.
He got buried alive twice and left for dead. So he managed to claw himself out, mate. There wasn't a lot keeping Walt down. He was 91 when they carried him out, and I don't think he was ready. But he got buried alive twice, yeah.
It's like, what stories are you going to tell I'm going to tell my grandkids loads. I've got shitloads of stories. I suppose we talk a lot of shit about it on here, don't we? But, I was thinking about, my kids, your kids, what are they going to say? I know my kids are going to be, fucking hell. I remember a time when I beat fucking Barcelona 10-0 on the fucking PlayStation.
Yeah.
And what's it all going to be?
Yeah.
What stories are they going to hand down?
It's mad, isn't it? I mean, the big one is that they're going to go, we went through the biggest pandemic.
Oh, God, yeah, they'll have that, won't they?
They'll have COVID, which we will as well, but I think...
And the way it's going, we went through World War III as well. The fucking way it's going, I can tell you, it's going fucking mad out there now.
I'll have to update us in a minute, but yeah, I think one of the biggest things that they'll have is the pandemic. For me, the pandemic was awful. It was awful for everybody, wasn't it? But the kids, I think, really suffered, and my little ones were. I think Sophie suffered more than Lottie. She'd just gone into year 7, so that massive transition where anxiety and everything's through the roof, isn't it? Because you're going up from basically painting pictures and gluing pasta onto a fucking sheet of paper, as you know, to it really mattering. Do you know what I mean? Going into year 7. So she started year 7, and then, so what would she have had? September, October, November, 3 months, and then, so she'd have been there 4 or 5 months, I guess, when the whole country was called out and, stay at home, and Boris did his warbling bollock, stay at home, and all that shit. So that really hit her, and Lottie was in year 9, so she was kind of just about prepping for GCSEs and stuff. So, I think it was your kids, perhaps, were they a bit too young to even remember it properly?
No, Charlie remembers it.
Yeah, but how did it affect him? Was he, how old was he when it all happened?
Oh, God, was he? Was it? It was like only like year one or something, year one or year two. But yeah, it did affect them. We had to teach them from home. You know, they had like online classes at home and stuff like that. So yeah,
Yeah,
it affected him quite a bit actually, because I think it was like his first year in school basically. You know, from reception up to year one. Is that what it was? Something like that. Yeah.
so
What was it?
our kids will be like, I never got furloughed or anything like that. I was a senior manager for a recruitment company, so I just worked from home, and I did go in the office quite a bit because a couple of my staff members were suffering badly with it. The first lockdown, like my report on it would be, it was fucking brilliant. Really, I didn't drink. We were out walking. We just used to take our walks and do everything like that. We were fitter than we'd ever been. I'm not going to say that we broke the law, but we probably had more walks than we should have done. But we went like late at night when there was nobody around stuff, to keep our mental health. And I carried on working. And it like for us, the first lockdown was great. But the kids, like, I mean, and for the kids, we used to sit around the table and I'd do my work with them and they'd be doing the homework. The one thing I will say about my kids is they both did the schoolwork. They both sat at the table, they got the stuff through Google Classroom, and they sat and they did the work. And it just goes to show how well you can do from home, I think.
Oh yeah.
They would do 3 or 4 hours a day. They'd get up, have breakfast, then they'd hit the work. By lunchtime, they'd done all the work for that day.
Yeah.
They'd do whatever they wanted, then come out for a walk with us, or they'd play, or whatever they were doing. But they're going to have that massive story to tell, is the point.
Yeah.
Lockdown 2, I think everybody was just fed up, weren't they? And we drank a lot in Lockdown 2. That was the one where it covered Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah. I did the opposite. My first lockdown, I fucking ate like mad. I come out the first lockdown like about 20 odd stone.
Wow.
And then that's when I decided that I needed to lose some weight. But I took my weight down to like, in the second lockdown, I lost like, I went just under 14 stone.
Yeah, I think the first lockdown I was probably about, I don't know, I want to say I was probably about 14 and a half stone. And I'm 16 and a half now. So yeah, it's good. But yeah, that's, our kids will have that, won't they? Other than that, though, completely in agreement with you, mate. I mean, you've got politically, there's been a lot of stuff that they because when we were kids, it was Labour, and then it was Tories, wasn't it, with Thatcher?
Yeah.
It was Labour, and then it was the Tories. So then 2010 came, and it was Tories for fucking God knows how long. So it's been, dare I say, relatively moderate politics that we've lived through.
Yeah.
Like my kids are going into adulthood, your kids are kind of still at school age, and we've got this like extreme levels of politics all across the world, haven't we? We've got loads of right-wing politics, and I was talking to Dave who came on the pod. I'm going to see if he wants to come
Yeah.
talk about politics, because he seems to be quite clued up on it. And he was asking me what I didn't like about the Green Party, because obviously we'd put that clip out. And I was basically just kind of saying, for me, it's like, for him, the lesser of two evils would be to vote Green, and for me, the lesser of two evils would be to vote Reform. Dare I say that? Because I'm more bothered about the economy than I am climate change. That's a terrible thing to say, I suppose. I am bothered about climate change, but I'm more bothered about a stable economy.
I think, you have to put things into perspective, don't you?
Yeah.
And I think, our economy is fucked. We need to get a grip of that. The climate is fucked. We need to get a grip of that, but you need to put things in perspective. What comes first?
I mean,
it's a difficult position.
Yeah.
And it's a difficult juggling act to fucking get right, but
I mean, we haven't been through the political manifestos on the pod or anything like that, but I have chatted to my kids about it, because my daughter's doing politics at uni. And just if I pick two kind of policies out of the the hat. So one from the Green and one from the Reform Party. The Reform Party are saying that they would completely get rid of the net zero plan, which is shit. And then the Greens are saying that they'd open the borders. So they'd completely...
Which is shit, yeah, you can't do that.
We'd have unlawful, but not unlawful, but the floodgates are going to open again, which our friend Blair initiated, didn't he? Which is one of the bad things he did. But yeah, so you can pick stuff out of all the different manifestos that are out there, and so I find it incredibly hard to vote Reform. I don't think I could bring myself to vote Reform, but I'd rather Reform than Green. I just don't know. I kind of want somebody to convince me otherwise. I kind of want somebody to come in and go, think about this, think about that.
Why wouldn't you vote Labour?
Well, this is the thing. This is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that the Labour Party get rid of their leader and come back with some. Because I have always been the left of the Labour Party. So although I've mentioned that some of the stuff that Blair did was good, I voted Ed Miliband. I was a Labour member for years. I voted Ed Miliband to be leader when he got the leadership and Bacon Sandwich Gate came out and all that kind of stuff. I liked his politics. I liked the politics of Dennis Skinner. He was like my hero.
Yeah.
Reminded me of my granddad. Social equality and all that good stuff. But the real far left stuff, I can't cope with. I didn't like Corbyn.
No.
I liked Corbyn's ideology. I liked his ideology because all of these, the left wing of the world, they're all very, it's all very inclusive and very sympathetic and all encompassing. They want everybody to be equal and all this, that, and the other. I just don't think that works in the real world. It just doesn't work economically.
No, it doesn't at all. It doesn't at all. And I just think, I'm totally with you with the leadership. Labour needs to get its arse into gear, get rid of Starmer. Somebody needs to get in there, fucking shake that party up and get it right. Because they can get it right. I know they can get it right, but they need to get rid of that fucking knobhead who's leading them at the moment.
Yeah. The thing is,
everybody knows it.
Jane's just said to me this morning that I don't know what she's read. She reads all sorts of shit. She's on the Daily Mail online. She reads the Guardian. So she does read from both sides of the spectrum. She said Starmer will be out by the end of the week.
Yeah, it's because of this Mandelson thing. This whole Mandelson thing. That there's files being released on Mandelson.
Right.
So do you reckon he's not going to last? But they need to. They missed the boat, haven't they, with Andy Burnham?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Who's coming in? Who's gonna come in and?
But didn't you say there was somebody else you'd like to see leader? What was his name?
I don't think he'll ever. I don't know that he'll put himself forward for it. When I wanted him to go for the leadership, I even messaged him. His name's Dan Jarvis. He's got good morals and he's ex-forces, so I think he's got quite a good mix of knowledge across.
Yeah.
And he always presents well. He always seems to be decent to me. I might be completely wrong, but I don't think I think he's in the cabinet. He's a minister, or a junior minister at least.
I think while Starmer's there, he's just fucking delaying the inevitable. He might fucking hang on for power for the next 3 years or whatever the next election is. But if he's there the next election, Labour won't get back in.
No. And then you can only see either a right or left wing government, and I just don't think that works. The Lib Dems have got a manifesto out there. I thought they'd gone, mate. I'll be honest. That's how politically withdrawn I've become. I didn't think they were even a party anymore.
How did I?
But the one of the policies that they stand by, which I kind of do think works, is the proportional representation vote.
Yeah.
So rather than this first past the post, so you don't then get to the government then can't set the boundaries just slightly that way so that they get more votes,
Yeah.
constituency and stuff. But if that had have happened, then you would have had what the country wanted, wouldn't you? In the general election, there'd have been more reform, there'd have been more Green, and there'd have been less Labour, less Conservative. But that was kind of what the country wanted, and the Lib Dems have always stood by that proportional representation vote, and they're always strong on students and education and all that kind of stuff. But they're nowhere to be seen. I wouldn't vote Tory while they're in my fucking lungs. So it's got, for me, you've got this Restore Britain party. I don't know if they're mounting any kind of any kind of
Was that Rupert guy?
It was. I don't know who the guy who's heading it is, but I know Ant Middleton's quite behind it.
Right, yeah. I think it is.
He's bang behind it, and then there was the other one which was headed by Corbyn, wasn't it? Which was called Your Party.
Yeah.
And then the woman that he was, I can't remember the name of the lady that he was doing it with, she accused him of being sexist and misogynistic pig, didn't she? So yeah, that I don't know how that's working. But the main parties that can actually potentially mount an attack on becoming the next government, it's obviously the Green Party, and Reform probably above the Green Party. And then Labour. So, for me, Labour needs to do something to, convince people like me and you that they can continue to govern.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. We never talked about your ghost story, mate.
I know.
Done. That went quick.
That did go quick.
Guys, this episode will be to be continued because I think we've unwrapped a few bits there that we need to carry on. And yesterday we were talking about ghosts, and Charlie's got some ghost stories that he was going to tell us. So
you said you were going to get your ghoulies out.
Get my ghoulies out. Yeah, no one wants to see that, mate. I remember I get banned from YouTube for doing that. Write into us as always. Hello at funnyfarmpod.co.uk. And we will see you tomorrow.
Bye.